In 2004, the Livestrong yellow wristband... What? You can't laugh immediately.
From the top.
In 2004, the Livestrong yellow wristbands were launched. It spread the nation and became a popular fashion item while showing support for cancer survivor Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong was a sports icon for winning the Tour de France 7 years in a row. He was a household name, but word was spreading fast that Armstrong allegedly was doping and cheated his way to all of those victories. He declined those allegations for years, until 2013, Lance Armstrong admitted he was doping all of his wins. He admitted this on television in an interview with Oprah. 2013 wasn't all doom and gloom though. The average cost of gas was $3.80. New Girl, Walking Dead, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine were highly popular shows. It was also the year President Obama started his second term as president. And it was also the year this beloved voice you're hearing right now graduated from high school. So many things happened in 2013, and in May of that year, Fast and Furious 6 was released. Today, the Moist Boys review it. Welcome to Moist and Monday 6.
You don't turn your back on family, even when they do.
Here we are.
Welcome back to the
Moist and
Monday
6.
6, this dumb fucking spin-off series we're doing, diving into the Fast and Furious franchise.
Hey, we're over halfway done.
We're over halfway done of the movies. And then we got the animated series, then we got video games, then we got fan fiction. And then anything else we can find fast, because we got to do it all. You're gonna go on a Universal ride.
Because I think they have something at Universal.
It's gonna be fun.
Because I'll have to go like twice, like once for myself and then try to record
And then you
it.
get a recording and it just just in a car.
Just to send you.
Okay, I watched this movie 2 days ago.
I watched it a day ago.
And I was eating Chick-fil-A while I watched mine.
Oh,
and it was,
so two bad things at once.
Well, yeah, I know Chick-fil-A is controversial, but I love it.
It is delicious.
The spicy chicken sandwich,
I mean,
so good.
God, that gay hate, it just adds a perfect amount of spice.
It really adds that spice.
Yeah,
Dude, it's just so
that
good.
with the lettuce and tomato.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I know.
It's so good.
I hate how good it is.
It's always busy.
Yeah, except for on Sundays.
My pleasure. That's what they always say.
I know, I noticed that last time we went there.
Every time, my pleasure.
I'm like, okay.
But before we jump in, we got to talk about trailers. And again, he rented it, so I'm the only one that's going to own every fucking one of these on DVD.
I'll get them
You
eventually.
have to.
Or just
I'm
like,
going to gift it to you for
yeah, that's
Christmas.
what I say. Like over the next 5 Christmases, I'll just be receiving them from you.
Happy Merry Christmas. Here's Fast 5.
I would be happy about that one.
Yeah, Fast 5 was a good one.
I would rewatch that one.
So the first trailer for Fast 6 was Two Guns.
Okay.
With Denzel and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I had never seen it, but it looked kind of badass.
I think it's.
It just looked like
pretty standard.
Like a pretty standard action movie.
Like pretty standard for like what both of them did a lot.
But I mean, I like both of them.
Yeah.
You know, Mark
they're both
and
great.
And Denzel, dude, he's the man on fire.
Yeah.
Then the next movie, I've never heard of this one.
Okay.
Rush.
Yeah.
It's a racing movie with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. So I must have worked in the movie theater when this movie came out.
Yeah, because 2013.
Because both those movies were in theaters when I worked there. I remember both of those movies.
This was the year also The Hangover Part 3 came out.
Don't remember that one. I never saw that one.
That one got weird. The first Hangover was a revolutionary.
Yeah, incredible.
Like that took over the nation.
Because I always compare the first Hangover movie with the first Saw movie. Like completely changed what they did. Like that entire series. Or like not series, but like genre.
Yeah, where it's just like, whoa.
Like grassroots, like incredible, like with huge stars still, and like and then
dude, the first Hangover. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden. Don't they say that in the first Hangover?
Probably
because he's talking about masturbating on an airplane. I think I quote it all the time. Then the next movie, Kick-Ass 2.
Great movie.
Decent movie. I haven't seen. I knew the first one's
great.
incredible, but
Yeah.
second one I think I've only seen once. But Kick-Ass 2, it looked really good.
It's fun.
And then the next trailer is for a video game, Fast and Furious 6, the game.
Okay, what platforms were those on?
Dude, I don't know. I think it was available on everything. It looked like.
But what was big in?
I'm
was
guessing
that like PS3.
I'm guessing PS3, Xbox 3, or maybe no. PS4 was out. I think PS4 was out in 2013.
I didn't get my PS4 till like 2015.
Yeah, I didn't get mine till like 20, but I was way late to the party.
I might have been too. All right, Fast and Furious 6.
The video game. Dude, the graphics, I will say the graphics looked rough.
I bet.
But it said replay the iconic scenes from the movie plus other heist missions.
All right. I mean,
And I was like, okay.
like, can you
I'm
still,
sure
like,
it's just like fun driving around. Like, I wonder if you get out and shoot guns.
that's my question too.
Like, it's kind of dude. The
game.
Fast and Furious games, I feel like, are kind of just knockoff Grand Theft Auto games, you know,
Or just are they Need for Speed?
or Need for
with a little-
Speed games.
Well, I remember once I bought a video game called Wheelman, and it starred Vin Diesel, but it was not based off of a movie.
Whoa, and he was the main guy in it.
Yeah, and
Wheelman. What was that for? PS3?
must have been because
You were way into PS3.
because it would be too good for PS2.
Wheelman. Okay.
Yeah, and like it was cool because like you could do like a lot of car stuff. Like you could like like you were a driver, but you could also get out and shoot people. Well, no,
Whoa.
you couldn't shoot people. It was weird because you couldn't shoot cops or like civilians. You could only shoot bad guys, but it was still like kind of open world.
So it was kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but
yeah,
not.
but like very muted. But like the driving like parts
Mechanics
were really
were
cool.
really
Yeah,
good.
because you could like flip your car around and shoot an engine.
Well, Wheelman, dude.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It was. I bet that's heavily based on Fast and Furious.
Oh, for sure. Or just everything Vin Diesel did.
Yeah. The next trailer, Machete Kills.
Fuck yeah, that's a great movie.
I've never seen it, but it looked ridiculously fun.
It's incredible.
And the cast looked insane.
Ridiculous.
It looked like it's like a Grindhouse film.
Yeah.
Like, and it just looked so good.
Because I think Machete started as Grindhouse stuff.
Yeah, I think so. So this
If
is like
this one was,
so Machete. There was a standalone Machete movie, and then there was Machete Kills, and then there was maybe another one.
I think.
Oh, dude, it just looked really good, and
Well,
I was
'cause-
like, man, I kind of want to watch that.
No, that movie's incredible. Because yeah, huge stars. I mean, dumb story, but like as perfect as you need it to be.
Yeah, but that's how Grindhouse films are. It's just
Right,
over
yeah.
the top, ridiculous, huge action, ridiculous
Score.
guns. Yeah,
But they get like such huge celebrities.
dude, I know.
It's
Like
so funny.
they kept showing all the people in the movie, and I was like, damn, they got all these
like
people.
fucking Lady Gaga's
Yeah,
in that.
dude,
Yeah,
it's like,
and
what the
she's
heck?
so good. In
What
that.
the heck? And then the next trailer is for a ride at Universal,
Oh shit.
Transformers:
Oh,
The Ride.
it was fine. We did that.
Did
one.
you really?
We did it because
It
was-
looked so dumb.
So we had.
Like, what is that? What do you even do in a Transformers ride?
So we had fast passes. So we did a rush of all of the rides that had like a 1 minute fast pass. So that was one of them.
Because it
And
came
you
out.
get in a car and it's fine. You're driving, like it whips you around a bunch, and you see all the Transformers, all the Autobots and Decepticons. You get like a little sick because it's in like a weird 3D
And then
thing.
Shia LaBeouf comes out and says, "Just do it." You remember when he was doing?
I do remember
the
that.
inspiration. I like Shia LaBeouf, dude. Yeah, he's really good at digging holes. And then
All right, do you?
I have one. There's one more. There was a lot of trailers. In
I
this.
know, but you brought up Holes. I'm like, God, that movie's so fucking good.
dude. I know it's so good.
Because like, I used to remember like diving like that's the only movie I can remember watching all the like every behind the scenes footage.
Oh, really?
Because like they made a rap for it, and like me and my sister
What?
still know it. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right, so it's I remember because because
But
there's
you-
the big guy who smells about AMP to the T. What are you smelling, dog? That's me. I don't take showers. I don't brush my teeth. All
What?
I do is dig holes, eat, and sleep.
What?
Yeah, and then
So everybody like in the
and then
crew
Shia
had-
LaBeouf comes in, two suits, two tokens in hands. I got no respect because I'm the new man. Check out the name tag. My name's Caveman. Got my shovel, shoes full of sand. Or I think I flipped those two, yeah. And then fucking Zigzag comes in like, you've got to go and dig those holes. And then fucking Zero's like, oh shit, I can't remember. It's like, because he kind of like sings it, but he's not a good singer.
Dude, how do you?
It's like, wake up in the morning in the early sun, keep digging those
I've
holes till the days
never-
are done. And the entire time, the bottom layers dig them up on, dig it.
Oh, the song from
Dig
the
it
movie?
up on.
I like that song.
ow. Yeah, there's rap bridges to that.
Whoa, and it's everybody in the movie. I guess.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't know if there's more parts to it
We
than
might, have
what
to,
I
we
just
might have to
did.
throw that up on the old YouTube after this. 'Cause that sounds awesome. And then the last trailer, obviously, they're promoting Riddick.
Oh, because he just got his rights back to that. Yeah.
Vinny Boy. They're promoting it. I've never seen Riddick.
How many are there? Because he did
I
them
think-
for
I
a
think
while, and then
there's-
he did a reboot.
I think there was 3 originals,
And then did he do a fourth one as the new one?
and then I don't know, dude.
Oh, I
I
just
kind of like.
I accidentally
I
looked up
kind of like really
ricin.
like Vin Diesel now.
Yeah.
And it would be fun to like just go down a rabbit hole of Vin Diesel. Maybe not like for the pod, but just for personal.
Just for myself.
No, but if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it for content.
So I think there's 3.
So there were 2 originals and then 1 remake or something.
Must be.
I mean, it didn't come out till like because they were promoting Riddick in 2013, so it must have,
So there's Pitch Black, which
is that a newer one?
no, that's the 2000 one.
Wait, what? There was a one in 2000 before
then-
Fast and the Furious?
I guess. And then Chronicles of Riddick, which came out in 2004.
Yeah, there's a video game on that one.
And then The Chronicles of Riddick Dark Fury, which is an animated series.
Of course.
And then 2013 Riddick came out.
Oh, just Riddick.
Yeah. So it started with a movie called Pitch Black, which must have just starred Riddick.
And then you got Chronicles of Riddick, because that was huge. Because
I remember that movie.
Yeah,
I
that was
remember
huge.
hearing
and
about that.
And I've seen the game everywhere. I think it was on PS2, Xbox.
Yeah.
And the game looks pretty cool too. And the movie, I will say, Riddick looks fun. It
'Cause,
looks
like,
like a good dark,
It's like in a dark
action
world, and I
movie,
think
yeah.
he has like special eyes or something, and he can see really well.
but he talks really low.
So I have been working on my Vin Diesel impression, and like the only way to do it at all is just I can't just talk really slow.
Ride or die, remember?
Right.
But every time I try to do it, I sound like Southern.
Right. You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Ride or die, remember?
Remember? Partner? I've been trying to work on it too, because it's like, dude, he says so many things.
And,
but
like,
like even when he yells, he still has that like, Letty!
Yeah, like the gravel. Yeah. But like I can only do like talking so like barely pushing words out.
But like he doesn't move his lips when he talks, so like he just barely pushes. I've noticed that like in a lot of movies he like says. So maybe he like dubs. Maybe he doesn't. Like he just goes back and dubs everything.
And like it's so weird that he's the Iron Giant and Groot.
Whoa, he's the Iron Giant.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, that movie was awesome.
Yeah, he's the voice.
Whoa, and I knew he was Groot.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird picturing him in the studio doing voice.
Well, I mean, he only says one line, but also I know with his script for those movies, he has what Groot is actually saying, so he can put the like correct emotion towards the words.
Whoa.
Yep, and also he does it in most of the languages, so he is Groot to most people.
That's
he
cool.
He only has to learn three words in every language.
That's really cool. And then just change the inflection.
Well, he just has to learn I am.
Yeah, I am.
Because Groot doesn't change
Groot's
for every.
English.
Yeah.
Groot's the name.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually really cool. Mad props, Vin Diesel.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, maybe Vin Diesel. I know last episode we said The Rock. Vin Diesel, we have an open chair for you.
Absolutely.
I think Vin Diesel would actually fit better than The Rock in that rocking chair. But it's not. It's
not a vinning chair.
It's not a vinning chair. It's so this is an open invitation for Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson to
or
come.
anybody in the.
Can we get the actor who played Han?
God, I would love that.
Because I think he's a small enough but big enough star
That we could get him.
that we could get him. Because he ain't like he's not Rock Vin Diesel level,
or like ludicrous on his own like level.
dude.
And now Gal Gadot is blown up.
What if we get Bow Wow
The Reaper.
to review Fast 8 or Fast 9? A movie he's not in.
But he does it as Twink.
yeah, and he's trying to sell us an iPod the entire time. We're just like, stay on track, Bow Wow. Okay, should we jump into Fast 6? I think we should. I will. Okay, so it starts off. This movie starts off very aggressive.
Yeah.
They're just driving around the mountains so close to each other aggressively, and then you find out Spain.
Yeah, because I was curious, was this the race at the end of the movie that they talked about?
Yeah, I was like, yes, is it continuation? And then
that's what I wanted, but
and
then we
then-
find out even better.
nope, Brian's a dad, baby.
Little baby Toretto. I know he's an O'Connor, but I don't give a fuck. That's a baby Toretto.
They argue about that too.
I know.
He's like,
he's a Toretto.
he's a Toretto.
Because
But
I feel
they
like
argue about like what kind of car he's gonna get into.
I
and It's
know.
just like, dude, Toretto's a lot cooler than O'Connor.
Yeah, and like I feel like the Toretto like bloodstream overpowers anything else you introduce to it.
Toretto's fucking strong.
Yeah,
Dude, that baby's. Do you think Fast and Furious is gonna continue so much that
we get a
Brian's-
baby movie.
Brian's kid, he's a teenager and goes to high
Little
school
Jack O'Connor.
and then gets kicked out of high school and has to go to Tokyo. Then they rebrand
Wouldn't it be
Tokyo.
amazing? We found out that's his dad.
And he's just like, oh fuck. That'd be such. I would hate that because I hate that guy. But then we go into the intro, like the credits.
Which holy
Dude,
shit!
this was so cool because it was basically a recap of the first 5 movies,
But-
in chronological order.
In an incredible montage. Because my thing was like, how the fuck am I nostalgic over this? I just started these movies a month ago.
Yeah, I know, like literally, and I watched Fast 5 like
3 days ago.
3 days
Yeah.
ago, and then this, like, But I was like, dude, yes, 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 yes.
No,
and even like
the sound was great.
dude, it was just like, I will say it was a very long intro.
It was.
Because they were recapping 5 movies basically, but I was like, all right, here we go. Because I was like, going into this, I was like, man, Fast 5 was so good.
Yes.
What is this one going to be like? I want to hear the story about Letty, but also like the ending of Fast 5 was so good. And
I was so happy.
Yeah, I
with
was
how
so
it
happy.
ended. Yeah.
But then when they started recapping it, I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
we're in
They
it.
bended through a lot of adventures, dude. And then Moscow. This is the introduction we get to Shaw.
And his motley crew.
Dude, aggressive.
Yeah. He's going for it.
And then The Rock, they capture some guy, and they take him to the prison cell or whatever.
Did you notice that The Rock trimmed his goatee for this
Yes.
one? And I was very happy about
looks
that.
a lot better. Dude, this movie starts off so intense because Rock goes in to interrogate this guy and he just whips him around like a fucking like a bag of shit, dude.
Well,
he's like throwing him into the wall
and
it's
into
like,
the ceiling.
Yeah, and it's just like
He threw
Jesus Christ, and he throws him to the table and it's just
Because
like,
I was just like, is Hobbs just corrupt as fuck now? But also, I'll say, this movie is great bald man representation. Got
Yeah.
Shaw, Vinny
Diesel.
Boy, Hobbs, the fucking guy he captured.
how does that make you feel?
Proud.
That you can
I'm
does that make you feel like you can
More
still thrive?
more confident in my hair loss. Yes.
There it is.
We're a proud bunch.
The Bald Boys. That's what we're gonna be.
It's just
eventually.
us and Jada Smith.
Well, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like, because I was confused because he said something along the lines of like, there's only one group that can do this. I didn't know if he meant the family,
Yeah,
but
so-
then it turns out he just knows about these people.
Well, it's because the scene that they did in Moscow, they fucking like, and the cops saying they were in and out in like fucking 2 minutes and they did that much damage.
And like,
he's
there's a fucking car in the
in the building,
like,
and
the
he's
third
like, "There's
story.
no way the family would have done this." He's like, "There's no way." And then we cut to Vinny Boy on the beach, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, Vinny Boy's fucking lady cop."
I know, and like the entire
And
time,
they're just laying there shirtless, and he's like, "Dude, you're hot." Vinny
I know
Boy."
we almost saw Lady Cop Titty,
Oh,
which I
dude.
felt
We saw Vinny Boy titty.
That was
for
my
sure.
next note. So close to seeing Cop Titty, and like
dude,
I'm glad like
and
that they
was, like-
worked it out, or not worked it out, but I'm glad that they worked so well together.
Dude, they were really good. And then also, he gets out of bed, he goes to the grill, and he cracks open a fucking Corona. Cheers to that. We're
Cheers,
drinking
my
Corona
family.
again. Oh yeah,
Because you can have anything.
as long as it's a Corona.
Booyah.
Dude, I'm slowly starting to like Corona.
No, I like them way more now, which is so weird.
By the 10th movie, it's gonna be our.
Well, because I'll say we started this night or this session off with a shot of
Terramana.
Yep, some of the rocks.
Yeah, so we started off with some rocks, and now we're drinking some Vinnies. Very good. And then I was like, busted.
Yeah, no, so like
Fucking Hobbs found him.
no, so Hobbs is like he's good. He actually is good at his job.
Dude, and I was like, oh, fuck, because they did give him 24 hours, and he just walks up, and I'm like, oh, fuck, and the lady cop points a gun at him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Jesus,
Which like
dude.
so this girl just threw her fucking life away.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she was a cop for 6 months.
Granted, now millionaire.
Yeah,
So-
so
and
she's
living
a
on
gold,
a beach.
She's a gold digger.
Well, I mean, no, I don't blame. I mean, she also like she might have got. Did she get 10 million?
Well, Vin Diesel did.
No, she might have also. She was part of that crew, wasn't she? At the end of last movie,
Yeah, but so, I mean, The Rock helped them, too.
I think he.
There's no way they would have gave him, because that's corrupt money.
True. Well, yeah, but he wasn't a part of the team. Or I guess she wasn't a part of the
No,
team.
because she
till
was in the car with The Rock.
right, and then it just so happened she ended up with Vinny Boy.
Yeah, how the fuck does that happen? Because she was still, at the end of 5, we didn't talk about that, she's still partnered with Rock, and then
She
at
just
the last
appears
scene,
there,
just,
yeah.
they're
I
holding
forgot about that,
hands.
yeah.
And now-
Okay, right.
Dude, why does every good guy convert to a bad guy so quickly?
Well, like,
It's just like you threw away. I guess she was only a cop for 6 months, so she didn't throw away that much.
true, yeah, but
But like, still, you were like leading a good life, but also now you're in a better life. I guess
But
you're getting fucked by
also-
Vin Diesel on a beach.
something that this movie did introduce me to is that Vin Diesel's pretty fucking charming. We
he is.
never actually really saw that in the last movie. This movie, we fucking see like
Well-
his sex eyes in action.
Well, and also like in Fast 5, it was nice seeing him smile, and it was nice seeing
Yeah.
like more come out of him.
because he was so proud of his family.
He's so proud of it, and like, and then seeing Vin Diesel tear up makes me tear up.
I know it's
Like, I'm just like,
weird.
what the fuck? Do
Yeah.
I care about these characters? Who am I? Am I a Fast Furious fan?
Apparently.
Oh my god. So Hobbs shows up, obviously.
Yep.
And then I'm like, oh fuck. how do you explain this to the
Yeah.
lady cop? Letty's alive. He literally.
But before he sees that, I wrote down this quote: "I don't do cold weather."
Yeah,
I
'cause
can't do
he's
the
like,
fucking voice.
He's like, come with me to Moscow.
And he's like,
I don't do cold weather. And he's like, you will once you see this. I'll be waiting in the car.
yeah, Jesus.
And then he opens it, and then I'm like, what the? And then she like, the lady cop comes and sees it, and it's like, that's so awkward for her.
But like, how long have they been together?
Yeah, maybe,
Well,
but still, you got
Wait, no, because if you think Mia just found out she was pregnant,
And then she gave birth, so at least 9 months,
probably like
probably 8 months.
6. I would say like 6 or 6 minimum.
So let's say they've been together for 6 months, but they've been by
That's-
themselves on a beach,
So
basically
pretty
every day.
fucking close to each other. Yeah.
But then also, I think she says like,
If it would have been,
if it was my husband that was a chance to be alive or
Yeah.
something, I'd go after it.
yeah,
But
and
then also it's like, man, that's so tough.
because I like you too.
Yeah, I like you, and obviously,
And
but then
also, we don't know Letty at all at this point.
No, we don't,
because
'cause
she
she's
was
barely
so
said anything.
underused in the first. Oh, what? She was only in 2 movies, right?
she was only in one,
One
and then 4.
and she was barely in 4.
She was barely in 4
and
because
she did nothing
it was
in
just,
1.
It was
she
just
was
flashbacks
yeah,
to
she was
death.
just,
you
and
know?
she was just Dom's plaything in 1, basically.
But I mean, every time him and her, or her and Dom are together, they're always making out aggressively.
yeah,
you
she's
know?
on that lap.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
freaking.
God, you must feel so safe in that lap.
Vinny's. I bet he's a good big spoon.
Yeah, because
Like he fucking will hold you.
because
Hold
all
you
right,
tight.
if you had to pick one member of the family to big spoon you for like an afternoon nap, not overnight.
Not sexual.
Well, like, yeah, non-sexual.
Maybe
Like,
a little kiss on the ear, but not like.
I was just like a little, but like, I'm gonna say not even like they don't get in full REM sleep, so you don't get a dick against your ass.
Okay. Anyone from the family. So we got. Oh man, I'm leaning Vinny boy right now.
That's
Just because of the strength,
and he's genuine in everything he does.
and like he really cares about people.
yeah, like
Even though he's a bad guy in a
because
criminal,
if he's back
cares about-
there, he wants to be.
yeah, he doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, and like he's genuine with all of his emotion.
Yeah, that's why I think he would kiss my ear.
That's fair. I mean, like if he's because the idea is if he's back there, he wants to be back there.
But then-
so why
but-
wouldn't he?
But then I feel like it would turn quickly
Yeah, and
because
like,
then he wants to be back there,
yeah,
And-
yeah.
and
fair,
then
that's-
I'm like, I don't know if I can handle Vinny boy, Vinny.
I mean, you just because Coronas are too light to get you there.
yeah,
Because like,
I'm gonna need a whole bottle of that Terramana Rock.
well, because like you choose Han, he's gonna keep letting go just to snack on something.
Well, and also like I'd love to hang out with Han, but also Han's like a smaller dude, you know.
I mean, he's still probably bigger than us.
True, but he's lanky.
And like Roman, his dialogue got too bad. I don't want to hear that.
But Roman would always be making jokes, so I wouldn't be able to. I'd be laughing the whole time.
Yeah, and then like you're like bouncing against.
But he's
him.
also jacked.
that. Yeah, but he doesn't look soft.
No, he looks fucking firm.
Yeah, like
Vinny looks firm too, but
only when he
comforting.
needs to be. Like I feel like him like just hanging out. It's not like rippling, where like with
yeah,
Roman
true,
it
with
is.
Roman it is. Yeah. And then what about Brian?
Eh,
Yeah, he's kind of.
he's never sold me.
I'm slowly liking Brian. Like
I'm
I hated him in the first movie, but now I'm like really like I like all the people now, and it's like I hate
It-
You know what I mean?
I'm not a huge fan of Tage in this film. We'll get into
No,
that.
yeah, we'll get into that too because that started in 5, and I kind of liked him in 5, but now
It got worse.
But now they literally are just that's his role.
He's the tech guy apparently.
Because in any spy movie, you need a tech guy. He's the Q of the James Bond series.
Which, if
And
anything,
it's
I
just
would
like,
have put Giselle as the. But she's the gun. She's like the gun man. Like she knows guns.
and she's a badass.
True. I guess. Well, Han's the drift king, but like he doesn't drift. He doesn't drive that much. I would have preferred him tech,
Yeah, it's
but also I like him in the field.
yeah. And I don't know. That was tough. I feel like they kind of didn't know what to do with him, but they wanted him to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would kind of suck for Ludacris. I mean, I guess you're still part of the team and the crew, and you're still in the movies, so maybe it doesn't suck that much.
And you film just the easy scenes.
yeah, you're
you
just
just have to
behind a
stand
desk,
there,
and
yeah.
you're just like, and The Rock's like, "Tell me what you know."
And he's like, yeah, she's just
He's
fucking.
like,
All right.
here we go. So now, so my note is, Dom sees that Letty's alive, and he's gonna go to Moscow, and I go, so now Dom is a good guy helping the cops,
But it's for Letty. So, I mean, like everything above family.
and then time to get the team together again.
Because I think there's.
Everyone's on their own, thriving.
As millionaires. Because I have one more line, but I'm mad I didn't write down what it is. Because it's just, why is The Rock still doing one-liners? I didn't like that. I didn't write down his one line though in this moment.
I will say I like The Rock in this movie a lot better.
Better, yes.
A lot better.
But he was,
the beginning part of the movie, he was still aggressive, but then he calms down and he's a lot normal.
Team member.
He's a team member. He's not fucking...
his own force, which makes sense, I guess. But also, like, his whole thing with the new lady cop, which, again, I'm sorry I didn't learn her name. They're not good at telling us those names.
No, and dude, every new lady cop just appears.
Well, because also I was like, fuck, is that the same? No, that's not the same girl.
Yeah, because it kind of just reminded me of Arrested Development. Like, that's Egg.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like every movie it's a different girl, but it's the same person.
Just someone else to make eyes at, yeah.
So now we go to the montage of everyone thriving.
Because my first instinct, there's no fucking way they're getting Roman back. He never met Letty.
Oh, yeah, but part of the team family. My first note is, damn, Ludacris is jacked.
Yeah, holy shit, Tage is buff is my note.
He's jacked.
I'm guessing he did that just to be like, yeah, I can do this also.
Yeah, he's also like, yeah, fuck you, Rockin' Vinny.
Yeah.
I'm Ludacris, dude.
No, he was so like that's a note I have. Holy shit,
And
Tage
then
is buff.
my next note is about Roman, and about Roman is still funny. Because he's in that private jet with all those ladies, and he's like, we're going to the beach, and then he gets the phone call, and he's like, we gotta turn this plane around.
I know, great buffet or whatever the fuck he says.
His quote is, I've got some vouchers for the buffet. Like, he doesn't even pay for it. He just gives them vouchers for the buffet.
Well, we learn later how he became or how he stayed a millionaire because he's always asking for change.
Dude, I know, and I think
love
that's
that.
so... Dude, I have a whole note on the entire scene because he's talking while The Rock is giving instructions.
Yeah, he's just fucking around. Yeah, like, hey, you got... Yeah.
And then we find out the baby's name is Jack. And I realized that's a fucking boring name.
Jack O'Connor.
Jack O'Connor.
Yep.
Well, Brian O'Connor. Mia O'Connor. Well, Mia Toretto. Brian's kind of a boring dude, so I get it.
Yeah, no, he's very white bread.
Yeah, so Jack
He's
makes
vanilla,
sense.
yeah.
So Jack's a good vanilla name.
Yeah, that's the name of my nephew.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. And then we cut to...
Wait, but we also saw the money cannon on the back of that fucking car.
Oh,
That was sick.
Well, it wasn't on the back of the car.
Was it not?
No, so Luda went to the ATM.
Yeah.
I didn't take any notes on this, but I do remember that. Luda went to the ATM to like withdraw cash.
Yeah.
And everyone in the like the guys were like, "You've changed since you've gotten money."
Right, yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I have." And then he like walks away and presses a button and cash starts spraying out of the ATM. And so he's giving money back to the...
I thought it was on his spoiler.
No, it was spraying out of the ATM.
How's that a thing?
I think he's a tech guy. I think he hacked the ATM and was giving people... So he wasn't giving them his money.
That's something I'll maybe rewatch. Cause
I'm pretty sure it was the ATM. Because he was walking away and then got in his car while they were collecting money.
See, I thought it shot out of the back of the car.
No, that'd be badass. No, but it was ATM, dude.
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up later. We'll leave this
To
one.
be fair, I was not sober watching this.
And also, like, I was writing notes so sometimes I miss things.
Yeah,
but I'm
true.
like pretty sure it was an ATM.
Okay.
Because he drives away while the money's still coming out.
Maybe.
I didn't take any notes on it, so it's all from
Okay,
memory.
because all I have is having a money cannon, such a boss move.
It was
So
cool.
although I put mood, weird. But anyways,
Typo.
but that's not even the correct typo for move to mood, because that's not the same letters. Just MO.
Well, like you said earlier, you were
not
intoxicated.
sober.
So now we cut to London, right? Do you have any more notes on the...
My next note is fuck yeah Han. So I don't know where we're at for that. Tell me when you bring up Han.
Well, okay, so I realized I didn't take a lot of notes. I did a lot of small notes on just scenes. So I just skipped over. So, they did a montage of everybody coming back.
I think I was just pumped to see Han.
And I think Han and Gal Gadot or Giselle are together.
Well, yeah, and I think during this scene, because my next note is back with the crazy fucking subtitles.
Yeah, the animated. I think the person who subtitled
They kept
Fast
them on,
Five,
yeah.
they kept them on because they were like, we gotta keep those eyes engaged.
And then Han and Giselle have that conversation where he's like, do you want to settle down? And she's like, I thought we were. So I was confused are they fighting or are they so in love? I was very confused by that.
I think they're so in love.
By the end of the film, yes, that's
they're
what I learned.
so
'Cause they have that conversation a few times.
And
I'm so happy for
I
them.
love them as a couple.
Yeah, like why didn't they get a spin-off
Like
series?
they're so Fast and Furious presents Han and Giselle.
And
Dude,
it's
that can
just
be
like a
something-
rom-com.
That could be something that we make, and we're extras in that.
But like,
Hashtag Moist Boys Go Fast. Let's fucking get this
Oh,
shit
right,
going.
yeah.
We gotta get in movies.
push that out. Hashtag Moist Boys Go Fast. We want to be in one of these.
Moist Boys. We don't even use Twitter.
No, we don't.
And that's where hashtags thrive, I think.
Sure is, bud.
We just gotta start doing TikToks about it. Like, I gotta dress like this, and you gotta dress like you're Vin Diesel, and we just gonna be like, hey, SNL, I want to be your next... I meant Fast and Furious, I want to be your next cast member.
Yeah, we start that trend.
I want to be the next Fast and Furious cast member. So now, cut to London, right?
My next thing's about Baby Toretto.
So, yeah, his name's Jack.
Yeah, because everyone's coming back that easy, apparently. And then I got, Baby Toretto. And then my next note is the wee baby Jack. Because that's what I call my nephew.
Sweet baby Jack.
And then we get this shot of them with their like little toy cars, and it's so fucking cute.
Dude, it is really cute. And it's like, dude, I feel happy for you, Brian.
I know.
Like, dude, that's what I feel like. Like, everyone's happy and thriving. Why fuck it up?
Because of Letty.
I get it.
So
I get it.
yeah.
I get it. But you know what I mean? Like, everyone is so good. But they got to be there for Dom because Dom's the reason they're all good.
Kind of.
I mean, Dom's
got them all $1 million.
Dom's the one that called him and Dom's the master. Dom's the head honcho.
Yeah. Because then I just have the word family written. I don't know when that applies, but
it's probably because you saw Mia, Brian, and Jack hanging
yeah,
out.
but family.
Ride or die, remember?
Did they say that a lot in the early movies? I don't remember.
He says it in this.
And also,
I think they do say ride or die. I think like Brian and Vinny Boy say it. I don't know if they say it a lot, but I think that they're acting like they say it a lot. So
I love
now
that you never call him Dom.
Vinny Boy.
Yeah, it's just always Vinny Boy. Because now same with like I rarely write Hobbs. I'm always just The Rock.
The Rock,
yeah.
dude. It's because it's like it's nicknames. O'Connor. Okay, London.
Yes.
I put Vinny Boy looks so sad and hopeless. Like this like scene made me like emotional because like he realizes like Letty might be alive and just like you see like emptiness behind his eyes because he's like, I don't know what to do, but I need to pursue this.
Which he's such an interesting actor because he is great.
It brought emotion out in me just seeing his face. And then I love this when The Rock comes in.
Okay.
Roman says he calls him the Hulk.
Does he? Yeah,
He calls him the Hulk. And there's another thing later on that Ludacris does that I don't know if he caught it, referring to The Rock, and I love it.
Okay.
I'll explain when we get there.
Because my next note is when Tage walks in, he's like, hell yeah. Like, where he's like, yeah, look at all these computers. I'm like, do you know how to work this?
Apparently he's super
Are you a tech genius?
Apparently he is. And then, so this is when The Rock's like explaining what's going on.
Because we get a shot of Han snacking, which made me happy.
But I love how Roman needs to be snacking too because he's like, hey, can I have some of that? And
which
then,
I always wanted a scene where Roman asks Han for like chips. Yeah.
And then I think Han declines him.
And he says like, yeah, there's like a
There's shit in the
vending machine.
And then he's whispering throughout the whole speech.
Yeah.
It like shows, it cuts to The Rock and you can still hear Roman in the
He's walking around looking for change. Did you notice this? The two guys, I can't remember, Tigo and...
Yeah, they're gone. They're not in this movie.
The two guys, they mentioned them once, and they said they haven't been seen since the casino.
So they probably lost all their money.
And they're fucked. Yeah.
I think that's so funny, but it also like that sucks for them because they're just gone now.
And they were part of the team, yeah.
Yeah. And then I find out The Rock promises full pardons if they catch Shaw.
Which I assume that would be part of this. Because it's always for pardons.
But it's also like they were already kind of free, I guess. Not entirely free because they couldn't go back to the United States.
Yeah.
And that was I forgot that they were still wanted. You know, they were wanted criminals.
Well, because they can't be extradited.
And they were just in countries that were safe, you're allowed to be safe. Yeah.
Because I have a quote written down. I don't remember quite when it applies or who he's yelling at. But you keep running your pie hole, you're going to smell an ass kicking.
Dude, he's talking to Roman.
I thought so. Yeah, when he was asking.
And then so Roman asks for change from somebody, and that's when he's like, stay a millionaire, ask people money, and then he goes to the vending machine,
and fucking that's
and then the Rock fucking shoots it, and he goes, it's on the house.
That's because
then they keep going. Like later in the movie, he goes back and grabs more snacks, and the vending machine is still destroyed. I love that.
Yeah, I forgot because I took a lot of notes on that part.
I will say, like talking about this first part of the movie
makes me like it more.
Makes it like it more because my next note is, so far I'm not really feeling this. 5 was so good. This just feels slow and boring. That's what I said. But like talking about it, I guess there was redeeming qualities.
It's funnier, but we're honing in on the one good part, which is Roman fucking around. Because also I was confused because like Hobbs is just offering them Letty also. Because they're like, you can have her if you do this.
But she's like a criminal.
Yeah. And like, so that I thought that was really weird that he's offering someone of this evil group to them when they're like a medium evil group. Like they're still...
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I was like, why is Letty working with this super evil guy? Like, I was very confused on the story because they haven't explained anything yet because nobody knows.
And they barely do. Because also I'm like, they're just fighting a supervillain now?
This guy is insane, dude. So Shaw, I put my next note is because they go to invade him.
Yeah,
and it's like a trap.
And we like see Shaw.
Yeah, and he like talks a little bit, and I like.
But I was confused because that's not who I thought Shobbs was.
Shobbs, you combined them. Shaw.
Oh shit! Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Hobbs
Shaw.
and Shaw. Yeah,
Shobbs.
So that's their like team
That's
name is
the-
Shobbs.
yeah, that's their
because
marriage.
I know of the movie Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
and
so
it's not.
It's
him.
not him.
No,
Whoa! But I really like the guy who played him.
I mean he was creepy.
Yeah, he did
was
a good job. So I said, "Damn, Shaw doesn't mess around."
No.
He blew up a whole parking structure as he was driving.
yeah,
that
like-
was fucking insane.
That was such a badass when he's blowing up like
as
the
he's
bridges
driving,
people
and
are
then
on.
all the snipers were falling.
I mean,
dude.
this fucking guy's so cool.
Dude, and then I was like, it's pretty cool. His car is a metal ramp, and he's launching cop
Where
cars.
it's the
Like,
fucking
so-
like Formula One.
Yeah, but it's a ramp.
It's
and
like
you could
Formula
drive into-
One mixed with Mad Max. It's
Yeah,
so cool.
and it's just like, dude, that's
Yeah.
genius.
I
Because if
love
people are
that.
chasing after you,
Fucking and he's just because like he's being chased, but he's also just throwing other cars at him.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
and then my next note, I don't quite remember. I think this is like the chase scene. I put, damn, Gal Gadot almost died.
That's my nose. Holy shit! I thought she was gonna. So that's
So she climbed on-
Snipers come at her, and then that's when Han saves her and whips her around like parking or like a.
Oh
big
yeah,
beam.
because they're going to the Interpool.
Yes.
They're going to Interpool, and she's like trying to shoot him, and then Han like fucking saves her, dude. And I said, good thing Han was there.
Yeah, and then we get those hockey pucks.
Dude, yeah, I said, oh geez, those hockey pucks,
Fucking 'em up.
dude. Reminds me
Of the tridents,
of the
yeah.
electric guns from 2, but more advanced. And then I put Brian got fucked by that ramp
His
car girl.
crash was so
Dude,
bad.
I was like, but I was also like kind of like cool. You're showing that this guy's way more powerful.
Well,
like these guys are out of their element.
But also, it wasn't Shaw that got him. It was
No,
the
it was that
girl.
lady girl. It
and
was
she
the ramp
gives
girl.
him that like slow motion
Yeah,
wink.
as she's driving by, she winks at him. I'm like, jeez Louise, dude.
And then we get the Rock jumping
yeah,
off
dude.
a higher level.
Two stories. It's such a bad like.
Like,
it looks-
how would that help?
it
And
looks-
also, you'd be like 40 feet back if you jump off a moving car
He
onto
says,
a moving car.
hold the wheel while I jump out of the car. I said, nice try, Rock. But did you really think jumping onto the bad guy's car would work?
How would that ever help the situation if you're just on a different car?
Dude, I will say it was a cool jump, but it was obviously
It was ridiculous.
because it just like flew through the air. But it's also like, what did you expect would
They
happen?
do that a lot, this movie, of jumping from high things, jumping from a high moving
And it's just
object to a lower moving object, and you just straight down. Great aim.
and then he fucking falls off and is fine, and then tries shooting at it, and it's just like, what do you think is gonna happen? Now you're fucked. You don't have transportation. Now you let him go.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're just sitting in a road.
So then fucking Dom, because Rock's going after him, and then Dom chases Letty.
Well, because you see the car, and he's like, Letty.
Well, he sees her driving. You see,
But like you see a silhouette.
yeah,
of her.
silhouette of
He's
it.
Letty.
And then they give him to a stop, and Letty gets out.
Because
and
why
he
does
gets-
she stop?
And I don't
Is
know.
it like a dead end, maybe?
And then the Rock gets out, and he's like,
Then he,
Letty. And then she fucking shoots him. Dude, I
Immediately.
was like, holy fuck.
and then
dude.
she seemed like not upset, but
no,
not happy.
she looked like she shot him, and then looked confused, and then
She's-
got in her car and left. And I went, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he's fucking fine. And then my next note is a quote.
Dude, but my note is when that happened, I was like, is Letty being like mind controlled?
I thought she was brainwashed, yeah.
like something like there's something where like she's not there, but she's being controlled by the bad guy.
It's like in the back of her mind, she knows
Yeah,
stuff.
like a chip or something.
I thought she was brainwashed, but it turns out it was just amnesia, I guess.
Yeah, just memory erased
But like,
from an explosion. Spoiler alert.
yeah, but she's still a criminal and can still drive with it either way. Because my next
Yeah.
my next note is
You have
a
to learn how
quote.
to redo everything if you're
Apparent-
not.
I don't know, because doesn't amnesia just like knock out like a different part of your brain?
Oh, so you still know how to do everything that you
Well,
still
like-
know how to do everything that you know how to do, but you don't know why you're doing it.
But like people with amnesia, as far as I'm aware, or of cases I've like heard of, like they can still like speak, so you don't have to relearn that.
Yeah, I think, but you don't know.
I think
you just
you're-
wake up and you go, "Where am I?"
Yeah, you're like a blank person.
Yeah, that's
But you're
weird.
still a person, I think. I think you can still like read and like talk and all that kind of stuff. Because my next quote, I think this was Tage to Roman, maybe. That voice went from Shaggy to Scooby Doo.
Dude,
that scene was so horrible.
because Roman is like getting freaked out, and I put Roman is right though.
Yeah,
This
no, and,
isn't
like,
this isn't what they do, and they need to get out of there before someone dies.
and like Giselle's just kind of in the background, just like laughing at everything. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You used to work for the villain.
And I said that they are way out of their element, and then this is the Roman quote I wrote down. This is some 007 shit. Like, why are they quoting? They're referring to all of these action movies like they exist in Fast and the Furious universe. The last movie they referred to Mission Impossible, and they referred to
True.
Scooby Doo, and now they're referring to 007. Like,
I mean, they must exist in that world.
are those Universal films that they're plugging so subtly?
I don't know.
I don't know. Stuff's been around for a while, but it's like, okay, now you're just trying to fit in, but also kind of break the fourth wall, I guess, for movies.
Yeah.
But you say it so quick, like you don't really, like that's some 007 shit,
And-
gadgets, and then you move on. It's like, okay, whatever.
And then my next note is, but you don't turn your back on
Dude,
family.
that's my next quote, dude. You don't turn your back on family, even
if
when they
they
do.
do, yeah.
And it's just like, Jesus, dude. And I totally get it, Dom.
Well, no, like, I get it, yeah.
You want her back, but she freaking shot you, dude.
But, like, does he think she's mind controlled?
Dude, I
because they keep talking of, like, she's too far gone. But I'm like, are they aware of any of the scenario?
And also, like, dude, I get this girl that you thought died was, like, the love of your life. But then you run into her and she shoots you in the fucking chest.
Yeah, like, when do you go home?
Not a good sign. Like, it's just like, okay, she's either fucking psycho or she's moved on.
Because I'm trying to think of this as a human, like, if my girlfriend, who I love and adore, if she...
Died in a car accident.
And then...
And then The Rock came to your door and handed you a piece of paper with her photo and said, "Do you believe in ghosts?
And I'd just be like, holy shit. I don't know.
You got to
like,
go to Moscow."
I'm just...
You go,
what the fuck?
You go, okay?
I don't know
you're
how to...
kinda you're kind of just wandering aimlessly.
I guess for that, I might be around for the ride. But the moment she shoots me...
Yeah, then I'd be like, oh.
She doesn't want to be with me.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. It'd be
Yeah.
like,
That's so much more clear than a Dear John letter. Yeah.
I'd get the fuck out of there. You got shot in the chest, dude. She could have killed you.
And then my next note, I don't know what, I think it's slightly a quote. It's, she'll make you team pussy. Someone says that, and I should have taken better notes, but I was...
So we cut to the next scene, I think, is when we cut to the home base.
Is this where Roman's walking and like pointing out evil doppelgangers?
No, not quite.
'Cause I love
we
that.
cut to the home base of Shaw.
Oh, okay.
And Letty walks in, and someone calls her Treckle. That's what that's her name to the crew. Is like someone says Treckle to her,
I did not pick up
and then
on
she
that.
throws the keys, and then like they're talking about it's just like a quick like of his home base, and you go, wow, they got a lot of fucking shit here.
Yeah. No, they're high tech.
And then my next note is, what happened to Letty? She doesn't remember Dom even with the photo because they're going through because this guy has photos of everybody on the team,
Including her sitting on his lap. And she's just like, huh, that's weird. I don't remember.
Yeah, and the whole team is like, how do you not remember him? And she like her emotion is just so like,
Because I don't think this movie ever quite explains how she got there with them. It explains what happened to her.
I have notes on that.
Does it explain it?
No, but I
Okay.
have notes on that because they kind of address it, but
Yeah.
not really. And I'm like, seems a little sketch to me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so like, because I put, Shaw is gonna get personal with the crew.
But he doesn't.
What does that mean?
He's very impersonal.
Yeah, I know. Why did I put?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Well, because like I didn't know if he was gonna threaten her when he found out she was with Dom, but like he doesn't seem to care because of amnesia.
I think he
knows to use her now.
he does eventually go, I believe her. She doesn't remember.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
does.
just like, but he says it so quick, and you're like,
all right.
but then in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Because she's the like you can't truly trust her because she like is
And obviously there's
she's a squeaky wheel, or whatever.
But she's been with him for how long now? 2 years? 4 years?
Has it been that long?
4 came out in 2009. This came out in 2013.
Okay, because 4. How long between 4 and 5?
5 was 2011.
Well, I'm saying with their timeline.
Yeah, I guess I don't know because 4 came right after 5. I don't know what their timeline
Yeah,
is.
because 4 leads like 4 and 5 are together.
But then we got to think
But also, you think that was a whole court. Like he went to court for a while.
court hearing, and then Mia had a baby, so that's 6 months between
At
5 and
least.
6.
And honestly, his court hearing would take a long fucking time because that's a lot of crime.
Well, this is pre-COVID, dude. Court's a lot faster. Court's really slow now because of COVID. So okay, this is so Shaw is like seeing the photos of all these people.
Yeah.
And he's getting really personal with the people that are on the papers. Like he's trying to figure out their weaknesses.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was like, oh fuck.
Dom has a huge one.
No, that means they're going after Mia and Jack.
Right.
I instantly thought that. I was like, oh fuck,
That
the
was
newborn.
Yeah, that was fucked.
So they haven't addressed it today, but that was I wrote it down. I
See,
called that.
I didn't pick that up that early.
I called it, dude. I was like, fuck, because this guy is like he's like 2 steps ahead of everyone all the time.
Yeah, fucking Shaw's good.
So my next note is Luda is just a straight on tech guy behind a desk.
Yep.
That's lame.
Yep.
Pretty fucking lame.
Because I have another note on Tage for my next bit, but I don't know what it applies to. It's just Tage is no baller. I remember
he's not a baller.
Well, didn't like that guy yell that at him? Maybe it wasn't Tage that. No, was it Tage that he said that too? I wrote that down.
Well, my next note is
Okay, yeah.
I like how Roman is always joking around, even in tough situations.
Yeah, because he's terrified.
Yeah, but he's still cracking jokes.
When
I think
he's
that's his
like-
defense
He's
mechanism.
like, Brian, when did you pose for this photo? And Brian just gives him the
Dude, yeah,
finger.
that's so funny because it's like the doppelgangers.
Yeah, I did like the evil doppelgangers a lot.
And he points to the woman.
Well, she's the one who took out Brian, yeah.
And then my next note is I think I've seen this one before.
Oh.
I think I saw it when it first came out. I don't think I saw this one in theaters, but I think I saw it on DVD because I remember this next scene, this interrogation scene where Han, Giselle, Roman, and the lady cop go to interview that blonde dude.
Yeah.
With the guns.
gun guy.
I remember that scene, seeing that back in the day, and I was like, "Oh, this is giving me flashbacks." So then I kind of remembered part of the movie.
Okay.
But I don't. I just remember I remember that blonde guy, and I remember the interrogation scene, and then I remember the ending.
Well, because the scene I wrote about where I said Tage is no baller, but I don't remember if he was a part of the scene or not, is where him and The Rock go to that guy selling cars.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
No? Fuck, why did I write that there? Okay, no, because my next note is about the scene you're talking about. And it's like, once again, Giselle's using that body.
Dude, I know that's because they're like gonna go in, and he goes, "This is a woman's job."
Well, because also she's like, he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. And then, dude, I like a Roman's. I don't like the way she said that.
I know, I love
dude, and he's like so fixated on. And they go, "He's a man."
And like, yeah, Han's just watching.
Han's just like, that's just how she is.
Well, and that's when Roman's like, you love her.
And he goes, "Yep, yeah, I do." And he's just fucking snacking it. They're just watching this go down, and then it's just like, oh fuck, dude, they're in trouble.
But also before that, we get the line where Roman's talking about, fuck, I can't remember the exact line, but then Han comes back with, that's why your girls wear so much bling, because he buys it, because Roman buys his girl's bling apparently to like make up for his body. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah,
And I was
because
just
Roman
like-
makes a joke about maybe Han having a small penis, and then he flies back with
Maybe that's why your girls wear so much bling. Yeah.
because of the compensation. And I'm just like, damn, Han with the one-liner. with
Yeah,
the
no,
zinger.
that's my line. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Han
dude,
with the comeback. Good for you, bud.
fucking love.
Han's my favorite.
Dude, Han is so good.
He's my
like,
favorite
I
character in the
love
whole
Roman,
franchise.
and like he's just so ridiculous. But
They fucked him up a little bit.
like his dialogue's not as good. He like
Since
peaked
two.
in two.
Two,
yeah.
no.
But I still love him, and he's just like fun and like I don't know. He just doesn't. He just likes joking,
yeah.
but his jokes aren't as good.
Yeah.
But I get it. Some days are off days, as a comedian.
Sure. And then, because my next line is when they go back to the car dealership and they like pretty womaned him.
Dude, I'm not there yet, dude.
No, okay, shit. Because the car dealership was two different scenes.
Oh, was it? Okay.
They
yeah.
go initially.
So maybe
and
I
then-
didn't. I didn't take notes on a lot of.
Right.
the
Okay.
scenes.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, oh, that didn't really mean anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe I didn't take notes on that. But I did do it a space, so maybe that because they went and then the guy is like giving him shit for
like
being
you're
dressed.
too poor. Yeah.
But I did. It was kind of weird seeing Tage and The Rock bond. Like it was just them one on one.
Well, because he just be like, you can't steal these cars.
And he's like,
I could.
I could.
Yeah.
But
can't
it's so
remember what
funny
he
because
kept
The
saying,
Rock
yeah.
is such a. He's a fucking cop, and then this guy's a criminal right next to him, and they're just hanging out.
Because I didn't notice The Rock wasn't especially sweaty in this film.
No, dude, I like The Rock a lot better.
But did you notice his neck? I feel like that might just be how he is. It's just always jut forward.
Well, he's jacked, dude.
But he kind of looks
He's
like a
got those
turtle.
Fucking shoulder blades.
Yeah, like, does he have to move his head out of the way for his shoulder blades when he stands?
Well, he does a lot of dips probably, or whatever does shoulder. You know you're fucking huge when you got shoulder muscles or fucking neck muscle. You know that fucking muscle.
Yeah,
right
I know
there?
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's fucking huge.
Where it kind of looks like a smaller person's inside you and like trying to get out, lift their way out.
trying to get.
Like it's like a tiny pair of shoulders.
It's like Jim Carrey, and he's like, "Man, it's fucking hot in these rhinos," and he's trying to get out of the rock. Okay, so my next note is, wait, Braga is how you find Shaw? Call back. It was fucking weird that Braga was fucking like, what the hell?
Well, so this is when is this when he arrests himself already?
No, because
Okay.
we find that's later because you find out that Braga is part
so
of
we
it.
just get the name Braga.
Yeah, we just
at
get
this
the name
point,
Braga,
yeah.
and Brian's like, fuck, I put him in jail.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Which is wild also.
And then we cut back to the fight scene. So Han, Roman, Giselle, and the lady cop are getting fucked by the team.
Yeah, because they kind of split up a little bit because Han and Roman are together.
Dude,
and they get the shit kicked out of them together.
And I said, these fight scenes are intense.
Well, because my first one was, oh shit, Han can fight. And then like 3 later, I'm like, oh, never mind. Han cannot
I
fight.
said, Han and Roman, you're getting your asses kicked. And like after the guy walks away and they get up and they're like, dude, Han like leans into Roman to like get up.
And he's like,
and then Roman's like, nobody needs to know about this. Yeah. I love that. Like he's got to keep his breath.
Well, there's also a scene where fucking Roman, I think, punches Han in the face on accident.
Oh, during that fight?
Yeah,
he does.
I thought so.
Because Han's like fighting the guy,
And then he drops
goes up,
down
he goes
a
up,
little
and he
bit,
punches
yeah.
Han right in the face, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just like, dude.
Okay,
because
but-
they don't know this guy's way more.
Yeah, he's like a world
And
class.
we've never seen Han or Roman fight before. We've just seen him maybe scruff, but not.
I don't even know. No, because we saw him get hit once in 3. I think that's it. But also, did you notice when Dom started fighting, he went straight for the headbutt?
Dude, I know, dude.
Yeah, I love that so
Dude,
much.
He also does a headbutt later.
Yeah. No, he does an incredible headbutt later.
Dude,
I have
what's
a
up
note
with
on
all
that.
these headbutts?
No, there's at least 3 in this film.
Bald power, I
I
guess.
fucking guess. I mean, maybe I need to break that out next time.
Start
Yeah.
headbutting people.
Yeah. But also, I like that they immediately shot the arms dealer.
Yeah.
And also, it threw me off that they're shooting back at Letty. The lady cop, the new lady cop.
Yeah, because Letty's a bad guy.
No, but like, because no one else would shoot back at her, but this girl, which I don't really know how she got brought into the group, this new lady cop.
No, she just appeared with the rock.
Yeah. And
And
like,
so
he
that's
said
the-
something like sexist about her too, even though, sorry, we're only referring to her as lady cop.
Well, yeah, 'cause she didn't have a name.
She probably did, but like, was not made
Well, it
clear
took
by
us
the
fucking
film.
2 movies to figure out Gal Gadot is Giselle.
Well,
You know what I
they
mean?
only say it. I only noticed them saying it once this movie.
They said it once in this
At the
movie.
very
And I
end,
only realized
yeah.
it was Giselle in 4 because of the subtitles.
Yep.
And it's just like, dude, that's how it kind of is with the women in these movies.
Well, also, it took us forever to learn Tasia's name because they did not say it for a long time.
They're just bad at characters development.
They're just there. Yeah. It's just, they're here
They're here
for the
to
ride.
figure it out.
Live or die.
Ride or
Ride or
die.
die. Yeah.
Remember?
Because also, I love how Letty fights. She fucking fights like an animal.
Dude,
she
yeah.
bites, she jumps.
And she's just, it's fight or die.
Yeah.
Remember?
And like after all these fights, Giselle was the only one who won because she just shot that guy.
Dude,
as he was
the
driving away.
motorcycle, and she fucking pow. And I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, she knows what she's doing.
I think
But
guns
she
are her
actually-
thing.
But she actually kills the guy. Because then it cuts
Yep.
to the scene of them getting back in the scruff to Shaw's headquarters.
And Letty's mad that they aren't a family.
And Letty is like, fucking, what's his name, died. And Shaw doesn't give a fuck about his team.
Nope.
He's like,
Didn't need him.
he's like, let's go.
Yeah.
It's like, he literally goes, well, it's his fault, or he messed up, so he deserved, or something like that. Like, he
And then-
slipped up, so he died.
Yeah,
It's his
because
fault. And it's just like, Jesus Christ.
because then my next note is like she has amnesia, but she's still a skilled driver and mechanic. But
Well,
also
like you wake up and you know how to do everything you know how to do, but you don't know where you are.
maybe I don't fucking.
But I did
know.
write down, dude, Shaw's like that because they ain't family.
Right. But the moment where he was like, "I'd miss you if you died," I couldn't tell if he was threatening her or hitting on her. I truly couldn't.
Yeah, because he was creepy.
Yeah, he's terrifying.
Well, this is when we find out Letty was in the hospital.
Yeah.
With amnesia, with no memory, and I wrote this down. And Shaw just found her.
I was very confused
How
about that.
so
aspect.
Shaw just walked into a hospital,
so he
found
must-
a lady that had no memory,
but an expert driver.
then
wanted to be a criminal.
and then just said, she's with me, and then took her from the hospital.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
if you have amnesia, how long do they keep you there?
like how do yeah, that's what I'm like. He just found her and then took her. That just seems
That's very confusing.
very
yeah.
sketch. But and they just left it at that, dude. They just moved on.
Yeah, because my next note is about now we have a little bit of a plan with Brian where he's like, he needs to go back to America, but they're like, you'll be arrested the moment you get there. But also, he's working for the government right now. So couldn't he get into America without being arrested?
Well,
by
he
someone?
does.
But to get arrested.
With a friend.
Kind of.
With an old friend. But I have a note before that. I like The Rock a lot better in this one.
I think that's during the handshake scene.
Yeah. Well, he's just a lot. I don't know. He was just very aggressive in the first film.
Yeah.
And he's
stupid.
still aggressive in this movie, but he's a lot like, I don't know. Yeah.
He's more a part of the group.
Part of the team. But
because
yeah,
there's the handshake scene where he's just gripping it so fucking tight.
Yeah, with that guy. Dude, before that happened.
Yeah.
When that guy says, I apologize, for pretty womaning you,
Yeah.
or whatever. And then
Takes off.
Taja's just like, my friend here likes your shirt.
Take it off. Yeah.
Take it. I don't think it's going to fit him. No, it'll fit. The Rock goes,
Yeah.
The Rock goes, yeah, it'll fit. And then, like, as he's walking away, he goes, and your pants. I look at The Rock, and then he looks over at Taja and, like, winks.
And then Taja's like, and your watch.
And
It's a nice fucking watch, yeah.
But, like, The Rock's like, and your pants.
Yeah.
I want to humiliate this guy. I did like that. I was like, okay, they're bonding.
That was a weird
It was
fucking
weird,
scene,
but
too.
but I liked it.
Well, because it's also weird that they're all millionaires now.
Yeah, and they just have a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, they don't need to win cars anymore. They can just buy whatever the fuck they want.
They're only in this mission to get Letty back. Like, that's nothing else matters, and to get full parts.
Which I do like, so I'm curious about the next movie, how they get them back again.
Yeah, and then there's 3 more.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, you keep getting off and free. Why
Stay.
do you keep getting back into the... Well, I get this. This
This
movie,
one makes sense.
This movie ended in a fucking cliffhanger, and it's
Again,
like...
which-
I guess not a cliffhanger, a voicemail. But I will say, like, what the heck? So now we cut to Los Angeles.
Oh, but before this, I did try to look up the world's strongest handshake. Couldn't find it. So I'm just curious what it was.
The world's strongest handshake?
Yeah, couldn't find the statistic.
It's because it would probably break someone's hand.
Well, yeah, no. You think someone would be like Guinness Book, but I couldn't find it. It just like kept giving me like a football player that has a really strong handshake, and that's it.
Well, that's probably the world's strongest.
I don't know.
So, Los Angeles.
Brian's going back.
Yeah, Brian in prison. But he's got 24 hours before he actually gets caught. So, like, he got put in there under a fake name with his buddy cop, but then it takes 24 hours for the fingerprints to scan.
I fucking guess, but also have a quote that Brian said. You know what they say? You want the career-changing big fish, you gotta be willing to put on your big boy panties and sail out to the deep water. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, he says that to his old cop friend.
And his old cop friend just calls him an asshole and puts him in
and
the bag.
throws him in the back of the thing.
Yeah.
And I love, like, the callback to the earlier movie with that detective. Like,
Me too,
That
yeah,
detective's
that's
back.
fun.
And it's like, oh, dude, we're all back. And then, so he's taking him into the prison, and then this made me smile.
What, where we find out Braga's in like solitary?
No, this made me smile because, we find out Braga's in solitary, and he's like, you're going to have to do something to raise attention to get Braga's attention.
What a fucking asshole.
And he goes, I'm sorry for this. And he fucking slams his head into the wall
yeah,
again.
like he beats the shit out of him.
Again. And
Brian's such a dick.
no, but I love how it comes back to the detective with a broken nose, and
Yep.
he just says, again?
Yeah.
Like, he just... Because it happened to him twice. Like, that guy's just a fucking punching bag for Brian.
Yeah.
For O'Connor.
And then my next note is when we're back at the base.
Well, I still got more notes on the prison cell. Do we cut back and forth?
I think so, because I have
Okay,
another Braga
okay.
note. So my next note is, again, Taja's just being a genius, which is very annoying to me. I don't remember what he
he's
was
just
doing.
a tech guy now.
And this is when they first mentioned that there's a street race in town and that they think
Oh,
Letty's
yeah.
going to be there.
Street
And
party.
this is the scene where they're talking, and then I think Roman's fucking around with that harpoon gun, and he fucking shoots it into
right
the
in
wall.
between Vinny, like right there, and they just look at him, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
And he just sets it down.
Yeah, I
oh,
did-
right, because Tage designed the harpoon gun to make it better.
Yeah, he made it better, and he's like, "Quit messing around with that. You don't know what you're doing."
Yeah, and
and
he
Roman's like, "I know how to handle a gun."
Yeah.
and he fucking just right in. I did like that.
Yeah, because now my next note is about Braga.
So yeah, we're back at the jail cell, and I was fucking scared for Brian because
Yeah.
for some odd reason, all the cameras went out of the prison,
Right.
and then Brian's sitting in his cell, but he knows Braga's coming for him.
And he's counting on it.
And
yeah.
then the whole team shows up,
Yeah.
and then he opens he's like, if this door wasn't here, I'd kick your ass.
You're lucky this door is in between us. Was like that was
because he says something about Letty or something.
Yeah. Well, no, because Braga immediately was because he was like, I was at Letty's funeral, and Braga was like, well, you buried something. He was immediately giving up that Letty was still alive.
Well, he's a bad guy. He knows.
Yeah, but why would he give that up that easy? And then we see. So yeah, the next note I have is the scene where Letty flips her car.
Yeah, this is like the flashbacks, and then the guy doesn't shoot her.
She shoots the car, so it blows her up,
and you see her flying
into the woods.
Into the woods. So then someone just finds her in the woods and takes her to the hospital.
I fucking guess. And then then we get the prison
door opens.
Yeah, it slides
and
past.
I'm just like, dude, Brian, you're fucked.
Do you know how Brian starts this fight? Fucking headbutt.
Does he headbutt Braga?
Or maybe that's not how he starts it, but he headbutts in this fight.
Dude, I was so scared because I was like, you're gonna get fucked up because these guys have shivs and shit. And Brian kicks like 12 people's asses, and I'm just like, Jesus, dude. And he's like legit fucking just. And then he gets Braga, and Braga's all bloody, and he's like has this shiv, and he's like, tell me what I need to know.
Because
how the fuck did all this happen within 24 hours?
I know. It's just that evening. And then he still gets out the next day, even though he put several other inmates in the hospital or in the ICU.
Yeah, how did they let him out?
I don't fucking know.
Maybe the other cop came and said, hey, we got to take him for questioning or something.
And just never brought him back.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then, like, fingerprints show up. Wouldn't the other cop be like, whoa, this was Brian O'Connor?
Oh, he's gone now.
What the? Yeah, you think everyone would fucking
And you're just waiting for him to get amnesty or whatever the word is.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Which I don't even know what that. It just means like a full cleanse or something.
I fucking guess. But then we cut back to the next scene, which is a fucking car show.
Last note I have about the prison
God
scene.
damn it.
Is it's not good news, or it sucks because he tells him Shaw has eyes on everyone. And he's watching you.
Oh, shit.
He knows your every move.
So it's another hint.
That's what Braga says to Brian right before he gets out. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That means he knows that you're going after him. And he knows He knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this bad guy's smart.
He's scary, yeah. Because Braga was just insane.
Yeah.
He wasn't smart.
No, he was just a cartel leader.
Yeah.
This guy's this Shaw is a fucking
supervillain, yeah.
Supervillain. Now we go. I said, here we go. Finally, a car party. Back to the roots, baby.
This is my favorite car party yet. Because they had weird fucking dancing. The song was really fucking weird that was happening.
Dude, it was just like a good callback to all, like, this is like, it sucks because we were like complaining about the earlier movies about like, oh, racing culture and car parties. But now I'm like, yes, we're back.
I want a little bit more, yeah.
Because this is what the movies are. This is the roots.
And I'll say Dom's car in this scene is my favorite car.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
American Muscle, baby.
I know. But like,
I think Letty's driving American Muscle too.
I think so, yeah.
I think I wrote that down. So Dom versus Letty in a car race.
But he's, because this is when I was like, I can see why like people find him so charming. He was so good.
So good. And I will say, I was jacked that there was another race scene, but here's my note is, something about this race scene just didn't quite feel the same.
Sure.
And I'm glad that Dom won and didn't let Letty win. You know, because I feel like maybe his heart would have ended. But
he also,
like, I don't know, like, they kept doing all the close-up shots of like gear shifting and like the pedals, which they did in the other movies, but this one just felt like it didn't feel the same.
It was less car.
Yeah.
It was more like movie.
Yeah, and I don't know, I kind of like, it's weird saying this, but I kind of miss the old driving racing scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
I don't know. This
yeah.
just didn't hit right, I guess.
It felt cleaner.
Yeah, it felt a lot cleaner.
Yeah, because the first few movies were so dirty.
Yeah. And like, look, I don't know what I like because I was shitting on the first couple movies.
I know,
and
it's
now,
weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, and this intro made me nostalgic for some reason over movies I didn't really enjoy.
Yeah, it's just like, what is happening to us?
Yeah.
Family.
Because I couldn't tell if she actually remembers him or if she just likes this, if she just likes him now.
Well, it's hard telling because, so they get done racing. They're like stopped in like a weird alleyway.
He doesn't take her car, does he?
I don't think so because that's what they were racing for, I think.
Yeah, I think she ends up driving away.
She does drive away, but like they get like really intimate.
Is this what the scars talk?
Yeah, this is the scars talk.
Because like my question is, how the fuck does like he have the same scar as her?
Well, because he tells the story.
No, like she cut herself on like fucking a sea thing. How would he cut himself in the same place?
Well, yeah, but he's the one that went to go save her. And he's like, I will say, like, it was so sad
It's
hearing.
so weird that he gets a scar in the same place while swimming in the ocean.
I get it, but I said it's so sad hearing Dom tell Letty all of her memories and she doesn't remember it all.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, this is a scar that you got when some jackass was trying to impress you in a car and flipped over, and he's like, I know because I was that jackass. And it's just
I like that.
And it was just like, I don't know if he said jackass, but it was like, damn, they've known each other
The
since
show
like,
off, yeah.
since like
15.
15.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so they've been dating since then. Right?
For 15 years at least, yeah.
Which is insane. They gotta be fucking late 30s.
Yeah, but I don't remember when she died, how old he was there.
Yes, but still, like, that's
20 years together?
I can't even imagine. Yeah, so that, yeah. But it's like so sad.
But you know she did use her NOS too early.
Yeah. Well, and then he criticizes the driving and
Yeah, because he knew like her mistakes that she always makes.
yeah, and she's like, I know. But it's like, how does she know?
And then
She
we
kind of remembers.
And we also find out what his necklace is from.
Yeah,
it's
it's
hers.
Letty's. Dude, that made me so sad.
Well,
Because in
'cause
the
we
last
were-
movie, we were thinking it's his dad's or
Yeah.
mom's. But it was fucking Letty's, and I was like, God damn it, dude. And then the lady cop was wearing it? That makes me feel gross.
Ooh.
That makes me feel gross.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
weird. I
fuck,
didn't think
dude.
about that.
But it does make sense why it was so close. Like, it was, like, so close.
So now she drives away.
And then Shaw comes in, and
Yeah.
I put, damn, Shaw is scary calm.
Yeah.
But I like him.
And he's like, I love the like line he gives, like, you started with DVD players and now you stole 100 million.
Yeah, he's like, it's a pretty inspiring story.
Yeah.
And he like gives him a chance to walk away. And he's like, walk away or, you know, or
He threatens he threatens the family. Yeah.
and it's just like he's like, this is an inspiring story or it can end fucking terribly for you.
Oh, and then
But
we get
he's
that.
just so calm.
Then we get
about
that fucking laser pointer on Dom's chest.
and I was like, oh fuck, but then we get one on him. And it's The Rock, baby.
I know, because my thing was,
Where did these people come from?
well, my thing was also, if you expected him to have a sniper on you, bring 2 snipers, kill the sniper, and then kill him at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck wouldn't bring Gal or Giselle and like have 2 snipers there, and then you can just bing bang,
Yeah.
you're done,
And then,
you win.
Yeah, because if you're a sniper, you can see the other sniper usually, or follow the laser.
I'd assume so.
And also, like, you figure out The Rock knew he was there because he put a tracker in his car.
Yeah.
And he's dangling it, and it's just like, why would you go by yourself? Like, the whole team is trying to take down Shaw, but yet just The Rock's there.
Yeah, because
Whatever.
this is also the moment where like I think Brian comes back.
Yeah,
and, like,
I put Brian got back safe. Thank goodness.
but also my thing was, did Brian learn anything worth knowing?
Probably not.
He didn't, because
I mean, I think he realized that
she didn't die.
that Letty's, well, because he does say, like,
We already knew she didn't die. She's there.
I know,
Dom's with her.
but it was like proof, and like,
Why does the explosion matter? That's all we got.
I think there's a scene where O'Connor is talking to Dom, and he's like, man, I'm sorry about this, and he's like, that was in the past or whatever. He like says something like, that was in the past.
That was-
what we're on right now.
That was for you.
That was for you. This is for Letty, or this is for me. Or
he
something.
basically found out like he's directly the reason Letty got caught.
Yeah, and he's like, you did that for you. Now let's get her for me, or whatever. Like, and I was like, okay, respect, you know, RESPECD.
And then we cut back to her with Shaw, and she has the necklace. And so I was really confused. Does she have feelings for Dom at this point?
Yeah, because I think she's confused because she doesn't remember, but then obviously like
She has the necklace.
it's confusing. But then fucking Shaw walks in, and Shaw takes the necklace and she goes, keep it.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
That made
oh.
me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then he just throws it on the table. So that means the necklace is gone. Does it ever come back?
I hope so,
Now we cut back to the home base of the family.
because I have another quote written.
Luda is on his computer.
Okay.
And his phone rings. Did you catch what the contact name was in
No.
his phone? So the person calling his phone was The Rock.
Okay.
The contact name on his phone, they show it.
Yeah.
It says Samoan Thor.
Cool.
Like, so he called him the Hulk earlier, and then
And
this is
Samoan
Samoan
Thor.
Thor. Like,
That's awesome.
I
'Cause-
thought that was so funny.
Because I have a quote, I'm pretty sure said by The Rock. With that ass and brains, woman, you keep that up, I'm going to be out of a job. The fuck does that mean?
He's talking to that about the lady cop.
I know,
and
the
it's
new one.
I had no feelings towards her.
Well, she was a
just
really
like-
good fighter. That's all I knew.
Yeah, but she was just neutral, I guess. Like, I didn't really
She's
know
just
her
a
name.
new person,
she
yeah.
was just like, I don't care about you because you're new and I don't know your name. And then my next thing is like, what exactly are they trying to steal?
I didn't get that
I
either.
don't think I know what's really going on because I don't know what Shaw's really going after, but I know it's highly sensitive or highly.
Well, 'cause
then
we
if
find
he
out
gets
later
it, he
it's
can
the chip.
But then if he gets it, he can destroy billions of people, or it's worth billions, or
And like, why is he after that? Like,
I don't. And I think earlier in the movie they said like he has most of the parts, and he just needs his last part to make like a nuclear bomb or
What,
to-
was that?
I don't to make. He says he has most of the parts except for this last piece.
'cause it's the chip,
For
right?
something.
that he's after, right?
So, yeah, so I don't know.
I mean, it was kind of like that with the fourth movie where the villain, like, we found out like he's trying to own people. I'm like, yeah, but that's not what the movie's about.
It's not what the movie's about, but also like it kind of is because like this guy's pursuing it and they're trying to stop him.
I guess.
So I was kind of confused on that aspect.
Because yeah, now we're cutting to where the heist is on,
Yeah,
and it threw me off seeing everyone on motorcycles, or like a lot of them on
yeah,
motorcycles.
because Gao was on a motorcycle.
I think Han was,
Han was
too.
on a motorcycle, and I was like, Why are you on a motorcycle?"
Yeah, how's that safer?
Yeah, that's
Because you're fighting cars.
so. Yeah, they're driving, and then fucking he takes that thing, and then I said, "Oh fuck,
The Fast and Furious tank.
the tank!" He drives a fucking tank out of that thing.
That was badass.
And I was like, holy fuck. And Luda's like freaking out. And he's like, guys, they have a tank. And I have a quote that he says. Because I think Roman's like, oh, what's plan B? What's plan C? And he goes, plan D, we need more alphabets.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ.
Like, he's like, we're fighting a fucking tank, dude. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, because they're like, we'll improvise. Like, how the fuck do you improvise with a
Dude,
tank?
yeah, I said, how are you going to compete with a fucking tank?
And then we really see how fucked up Shaw is, where he just goes into oncoming traffic.
so
that was fucked.
Yeah. But I have a note. I said, I love Dom's, Brian's, and Roman's cars.
Yeah, they're
They're three American muscle
Yep.
cars. And dude, Roman's car, because he was like dressed in like kind of like white,
Yeah.
but his car was like white with the black stripe. I was like, dude, that's sexy cars, dude.
And Roman had like the weird like harpoon. He had the harpoon hitch on him. Yeah.
It's just so cool. And then I said, this bad guy's a psychopath, dude. He's running over innocent cars and he was laughing.
Yeah, and then he fucking
And
hits
this is
Roman.
And this is when I think Letty starts to realize, oh, this guy's evil.
Yeah,
because
like,
she's like, what are you doing?
Well, because the first thing he was when he didn't care that his team died, and then now
He's like, dude. And then fuck, dude. Why did Roman drive in front of the tank?
yeah, what the fuck are you? Also, how fast does a tank go?
Pretty slow, I think.
I'll Google it real quick.
I'd probably say top speed 45.
That's my thought too.
I'm gonna guess because it's very heavy and chain. You know, it's
Yeah,
45 seems right.
that was my guess too. A tank go 25 flat on terrain, 45 on roads. So yeah,
45. Wow.
yep. So what?
And they were on the interstate. That's
Yeah.
insane that we picked 45. But
Yeah, I
that
know.
makes sense, you know, because that's just like a kind of fast, but not very fast.
Like, well, you can get where you're going, but that's it. Yeah.
But also, yeah, you're
so how the fuck is Roman getting hit with a tank?
just drive faster, buddy.
Yep, just press on that gas.
But it was scary, dude. I was like,
it was eating at like
yeah.
the back of the car. That was fucking
and I was
cool.
like, fucking be careful.
Yeah, my
dude.
note is Roman, hang in there.
And then they do all this fucking weird shit with wires.
He
and,
hooks it to like the top of the tank.
and then like jumps on top of the tank, and then his car is the weight.
It's like, yeah, an anchor.
But how is his car going to anchor down a tank?
Right, because also how strong is that wire, and how strong is what you attach the wire to?
I don't know.
Not more powerful than a tank, I'd imagine.
But then they're trying to flip.
yeah,
So
they're trying to throw it up.
Brian's trying to flip Roman's car over the wall, over the bridge, so that it can anchor the tank and stop the tank. And I was like, but then it finally does.
Well, but before that, we get Letty on the roof of the tank,
Oh yeah, because she goes up there to have to
unhook the wire. And Roman, I love how pumped he is by almost getting run over by a tank. He's so
like,
excited.
I think if the adrenaline's rushing through.
Oh,
him,
I'm
dude.
sure, yeah. And then we get the fucking scene when
Dude,
the
this
anchor happens.
fucking
The
scene.
dumbest scene
Dude,
in a movie I've seen.
This is so funny. I said, how did Dom fly through the air? Dude,
30 feet.
he was driving a car. What did he jump off of?
Yeah.
He just jumped out of a moving car and was launched?
So if anything, he'd just be moving slightly slower than the car he jumped from. So he'd still be
But
moving
he
backwards.
jumped over the gap of the bridges to the other side and caught her midair, and then landed
on a windshield.
on a windshield of a car. I will say it was fucking ridiculous.
His spine would be coming out of his mouth.
It was fucking ridiculous, but I liked it. It was like
That was the dumbest
because I
thing I've
liked
seen.
Dom, but it was just like how it happened so quick. Like how did he launch? And he goes, Letty.
I love how cartoon it was the moment she launches.
He
also,
literally just goes boom,
just blur.
Mid-air.
Yeah.
Just like Jesus, dude.
But then we see that like at the end of this, they caught Shaw,
Yeah,
which
so
I did not expect.
So I said, so wait, they caught Shaw.
Yeah.
And got the chip. Everything should be Gucci now, right?
So
Like, that's
far-
my note.
Because my next note is I was pissed that they fucking brought up Tokyo to Han again.
Yeah, that's
Stop
my next
it.
note. God damn it, Han and Gal Gadot are going to Tokyo for good now.
But I knew the
And
moment
we
they
know-
said that she was gonna die this
Oh,
movie.
did you?
That's my next note is oh shit, they're gonna kill her off.
And I said, and now we know what happens in the future.
Yep.
Fuck.
Tokyo
Drift takes place after this one in
So
the
it's the
series.
seventh
And I
movie,
was
yep.
like, God damn it, so this is our last appearance of Han. Like, when I realized that, and I realized that Tokyo Drift comes after this one, it made me sad because I was like, this is my last enjoyment of Han.
Yeah, because he's by far my favorite character.
And I was just like, dude, and I got to watch fucking more of these without him?
I know. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they bring him back.
I would
somehow.
love if they bring him back.
It'd be so stupid.
Fuck the guy from Tokyo Drift if they bring him back.
But
I'd be so mad if he's in the
I
fucking...
don't even remember his
I'm gonna
name.
be so mad if he's in the fucking seventh one.
I think he is.
God damn it.
But here we get the scene where shit, I can't remember what happens, but Rock pulls the gun on the other like military people.
Oh yeah, because
What are they offering?
This is what. So they're.
Oh right, they took fucking Mia.
yeah.
in
The
this
Rock.
scene.
The Rock brings Shaw out and says, "Tell him." To Vinny, he says, "Tell him what you told me."
Yeah.
And he like in a super calm voice, he goes, "I have something of yours that you might want." And it's like, and then you realize he has fucking Mia.
Yeah.
Which means probably Jack too. But we find out Jack.
No, yeah,
We
'cause-
find out Jack got away safely.
Yeah, so I wonder what their story is.
But Mia got captured, and then he's like, "How about you call Mia?" And you can see like Brian's about to like cry,
Yeah, and he fucking calls her.
and then he just goes, "Brian," and it's just like, "Oh fuck!" So then the other cop guy, the NASA guy, or the
Yeah.
whatever, wherever they are, the NATO guy, NATO
NASA guy.
I knew it was something. The NATO guy was like, "We're really gonna let one hostage
Yep.
overturn the safety of like 1 billion people? No fucking way."
Which I agree with.
I agree with you, but then The Rock pulls a gun on him and says,
Family.
"Family." Like it's just like what?
Yeah, 'cause-
It's so ridiculous.
Oh, but this is where we get the twist of I did not see New Lady Cop being a villain. I'm not surprised. I don't know why I didn't see that.
So my next note is I fucking knew it. Mia is in trouble. And then I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Letting his whole team go and with the chip. And what the hell? The
They start
damn lady
chasing-
cop was undercover.
Yeah, they start chasing him. It seems like immediately though.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then you realize Tej is fucking smart and shut off all the cell
I
service.
fucking guess. I don't know.
Because they're on a whatever, dude. But then I wrote down ride or die.
Yep. Fucking
Here we
apparently.
go. And then I put fuck. This is how Gal Gadot dies.
Yep.
Like I saw it coming, and I was
Yeah, because she said something to him before. I think. I
like,
can't remember what.
there's something, in it, and I'm just like, God damn it.
Just let
and
let
I-
Han be happy.
And I literally but I was like, I knew it. She had to die because she's not in Tokyo Drift.
Right.
So like they have to do it to make the story make sense. But I'm like, fuck. They're so good together.
I know, and I just like him happy.
Yeah. They
all
would
I
have,
want.
dude. They would have been happily ever after if they didn't say yes to this fucking job. Like if they would have left it at Fast 5, Han would still be alive.
Yeah, neither of them knew Letty.
Fuck.
Or no, Han would have because he was in
Yeah,
the first
Han-
mission of
yeah.
4.
Fuck. It just sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I just like Han so much.
Because this is where we get to the fucking tarmac, the plane chase,
Dude, yeah, this
the
scene,
longest fucking chase ever.
This scene is so ridiculous. I didn't take that much notes on it because I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening?
I got like 3 because one is this is such a long fucking chase scene.
Dude, it's so long and aggressive and so ridiculous, dude. They're trying to weigh down a plane with wires and cars.
Because my next one is I wish Dom would fucking aim his gun because he gets on the plane and
He
he's
gets
just
on
got
the
a shotgun. He's not even fucking
No, he's
aiming.
just boom,
yeah,
boom, boom.
and missing.
But then the fight scene does happen.
giant
And
Russian
I-
dude.
And I go, Dom just fucking
Flew.
headbutted. Dude, he like speared himself and headbutted the giant dude. And I was like, what the fuck?
Which was fucking insane. I was so happy about
But
that.
I did like that, dude. I did like that.
Well, I liked when The Rock came in and started fighting that Russian dude because it's like a gorilla fighting a
Dude,
bear.
It is, dude. It's a fair fight. And then, because I was like, Vinny, you're going to get fucking destroyed by this fucking giant guy.
And that fight scene was so good because it ends with Dom grabbing the Russian and picking him up.
Yeah, and then, dude, they basically did a pro wrestling move. And then The Rock fucking comes in and fucking tabletops him. It's just
I
like,
just love Dom bending over below his
no
waist.
way he picked him up that high just that quickly.
Yeah, while moving. Yeah.
It just picks him up and then bam.
But that fight scene was awesome.
And then fucking Brian but Brian gets Mia, and then he gets the fucking car ramp girl goes after him again, and I'm like, God damn, dude. I'm like, fuck. But this is when Brian says, fuck you, car ramp girl, and like outmaneuvers her, and she fucking hits like the bricks and and I'm like, yes,
Yeah, 'cause he's good.
Hell yeah, he learned his lesson.
Because then we also get fucking Letty fighting what's her face? We never learned her name.
Dude.
And then she gives the line, wrong team, bitch.
Dude, and I was like, holy fuck, dude. So I said, this fight scene is intense. And then Letty harpoons her. Fucking in the...
Out the window.
Dude,
Out the
2
door.
feet away, shoots a harpoon into this girl's chest.
And she goes flying. Yeah.
Out the fucking plane. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, because also I thought it was ridiculous because now we cut back to Han
and Gal
where they're
Gadot.
being picked up, and then the guy that they're with is still fighting them while being picked up by an airplane.
Yeah, and also, like, so Gal Gadot's getting fucked, and Han tries to, like... No, Han's... I'm trying to remember.
I think Gal's getting fucked up at first, and Han, like, helps her. And then the Gal sees...
Oh, yeah. And then Han, she's about to fall, and Han grabs her.
Yeah.
And then that guy's about to fuck him up, and she lets go in order to shoot him.
Quickly pull out a gun, and, like, most ridiculous death scene ever.
Dude, but I said... First off, I was sad that Gal Gadot died.
Yeah.
But then I said,
He was saving her the entire movie.
No, but I said, it doesn't seem like they're that far off the ground.
They're moving fast, though.
But here's my...
I'm saying in real life it would kill you, but Fast and the Furious logic,
yeah, because
maybe
the
not.
wide shots, the front of their cars were still touching the ground.
Yep, it kept like
and
smacking.
I get they were moving, but that wasn't quite that wasn't quite that far of a fall.
Yeah,
because I said, didn't Dom jump farther than that earlier in the movie and then just be fine?
Yeah, because he landed on a windshield.
So wouldn't Gal Gadot be fine? She just landed on concrete.
Maybe, but also like.
But then
we see later that no one's.
She's actually dead.
I guess we never see her body.
And I'm just like, man. I mean, I get it. Like you got it. They're trying to tie up loose ends.
Yeah. But also we saw something that I was really hoping would come in this movie is someone get thrown into a plane engine.
Dude, yeah, Han fucking
loved
dude,
that.
I said, fuck yes, Han, throwing that dumb blonde bitch in the engine. Dude, and it just, vroom.
Yep,
just
and
fucking
took down the fucking plane.
And then I said, bye-bye, Shaw.
Yeah, well, because and then we get them jumping from the plane to the car, which is the dumbest. That's like even higher up.
Yeah, because
who does that jump?
It's
Brian?
There's 3 people.
Brian, Mia, and The Rock. Then
No, it's Letty, The Rock,
right, yeah.
and Dom.
Oh right, yeah, Mia's not there.
Yeah, because Mia's in the car with Brian. So Letty goes first.
She's fine.
And then The Rock goes.
He's fine.
And then Dom's gonna jump, and Letty's like, "Come on!" And then he sees like Shaw's fucking getting something out of the car, and he goes after him, and it's like, dude, just fucking let sleeping dogs lie.
But then we get the plane crash, which is my next note.
Dude, I said, oh hell, plane went down, and Dom was in it,
and then we get him fucking.
Dude,
he drove a car through
the nose of the plane.
There's so much metal,
dude. That's what I was saying, like. Because they were at the back of the plane.
Yeah.
How did he drive a fucking American muscle car
all the way
through a plane, through the fucking pilot
area,
area,
everything,
and then bam! I will say, fucking badass.
Yeah,
but also very not likely.
Well, I like that he was behind everybody else, and they kind of looked back, and like they didn't seem like worried. They just kind of seemed disappointed that he was spinning when his car started rolling.
I was like such a badass, and then he fucking crashed
immediately. Yeah, he just starts fucking rolling, and like everyone was just like, "Oh no!" Like they don't like seem that worried. And then of course,
and then Dom's a fucking badass, just slowly, as slow as he possibly could walk. Hold that door. Walk as slow as you can. You know, that's the from I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah, I know.
But
And
he's just slowly
fine.
walking through the fire, just a little bruised up.
Yeah, his
And I'm
tank
just
top's a little burnt.
I'm just like, Jesus. And I was like, so sad we lost Gal.
Well, because then
But makes sense for Tokyo Drift. And then I'm like,
we see Han's face.
Han is so fucking...
Everyone else is so
Because
happy.
Mia's like, where's Giselle?
And then it's just Han's sad little
Where-
baby face.
Where's Giselle? And then cut to... He got the house back.
Yeah, because my next note is, so now they're just going to raise their kid in this shitty neighborhood.
Well, here's what I wrote down. Like, so I think The Rock is like, all right, thank you so much for helping me. What do you want? And Dom just goes, 1327.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then it cuts to their mailbox, and I'm like, what?
1327.
I guess they're back in America.
Yeah, they probably paid whoever bought that house like $1 million.
You got
to
the
leave
house
it, yeah.
back. Time for some Sunday barbecues, but only if you go to church.
Because then we get the scene of The Rock walking in. You better hide that baby oil. And then The Rock starts
Dude,
with,
I love
you
it.
better hide that big ass forehead. So the only thing I know about this movie beforehand was that line was improvised. So Tage spitting out his beer was real.
Because it's funny, dude.
That's incredible.
Well, because early in the movie...
he keeps talking about baby oil.
Well,
yeah.
early in the movie, somebody says that he has a big forehead.
Right, and he's like, it's not that big.
Yeah,
And he keeps like touching
that's
it.
why I love
forgot
that
about
call.
that. Yeah.
And I don't think The Rock was there for that, so I think that was like a good improv. And then, so this scene was so funny. When The Rock and Vinny Boy are talking, why did they stand next to each other, looking opposite directions, but talking? Why did they, you know what I mean? Why
Yeah,
did
what are they
sta-
looking at?
Why did they stand like that? They're having this very serious conversation, but looking not at each other, standing next to each
That'd
other.
be like if when we recorded, our chairs were pointed straight instead of like at each other.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just like...
If we were just doing the entire thing looking at
But
the
it
other
was
side
like,
of the room.
I think it was just like a power, because it's just like the shot of both their fucking strong heads. It's like, it was just fucking weird as shit, dude.
Yeah, 'cause
And then the lady cop came back.
Elena.
We find out her name is Elena.
that's literally the only time, because this is when I mention it, because I just say, poor Elena, because Letty just says her name, and
Yeah.
we finally fucking learn it.
And then I just said, whoa, Elena kissed Vinny Boy.
On the cheek, though.
Oh, it looked like lips. And I just put, awkward.
And then I have the note, but sexy as hell. Because that's what fucking, I think Roman says while he's
Yeah.
watching the two girls talk.
Yeah, dude, it was like, what the heck, dude?
Well, now I'm just like, Elena threw her life away, and she's in America now?
So now is she back working with The Rock again?
Maybe, because Dom offered her to stay, and she said no.
And she said no, because I get it, because that'd be awkward as
That'd
fuck.
be insane, yeah.
And then the end.
Well, I also put, we've got barbecues in Corona, but most importantly,
Family.
family.
Cheers. So then I started writing my my final review
Me too.
while the credits were rolling. I said the final scene was cool and epic, but the first half was a little slow and boring. Felt forced, and they should have stopped at 5. So I got that far into it, and then I just went, Tokyo. And I was like, what?
Well, because we also get the line that they tell Han if he ever needs it, he can call for help.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, fuck. He called for help and he staged his death. I was so pumped for that. Like, maybe one of them was the one who hit him. Like, it was all set up and he escaped. And then
Yeah,
they
but
play that
also-
scene. And I'm so fucking
But
pumped. And then
also-
we see the
but
scene.
also, the way they showed Letty's death was the same type of thing.
Yep. Didn't see her actually
Didn't
get shot.
see her actual death.
We didn't
don't-
actually see Giselle hit the ground.
So-
we never actually saw Han blow up.
So in Fast 7, can fucking Han and Giselle come out of the fire?
Maybe, but like my next note is, oh no, he really is dead.
Dude, I was like, oh, fucking shit, the fucking transporter guy killed Han. So fucking sad.
Because that's who Shaw is to me, because I know he was Hobbs and Shaw. He was Shaw.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
So I thought they recasted Shaw, but no.
No, this is somebody
he's just
else.
also fucking in it, so he must be Shaw's brother fucking, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, but I like the way they... So it makes me sad, this Tokyo scene.
Yeah.
But I like the way they did it because they used footage from 3.
They did it justice.
They used footage from 3, but refilmed it with the new guy and made it seem like it was part of the story. And
Yeah.
it was so well done.
It was very well
and
done.
I like how they showed like the drift scene through the people, and I was like,
Yeah,
as much
because
as
that
I-
was my favorite scene.
As much as I hated 3, I was like, that was a cool scene.
where they're
and it
just
shows
a
him
crowd of people
drifting
that
and,
perfectly, yeah.
and then Han just gets fucking T-boned. And then he leaves him the fucking voicemail.
Yeah. So is he coming for the full team?
And he's like, Dominic Toretto, you don't know me, but you're about to.
Oof.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is this guy and where did he come from?
Yeah.
And why is he going after Han?
I think he's going to go after the full team.
Oh, man, that fucking sucks. So, this is when I rated the movie. I said I'd give this a 5.5.
I gave it a 6.5 because it was still pretty funny.
When we were talking about it, I was enjoying it more than I watched it.
Same. Because I don't remember this movie very well. Like, if I didn't have the notes, I couldn't tell you a lot about it.
No, and I feel like after we get done recording, I don't know if I'll watch this one again.
I probably wouldn't.
5, I would.
5, I think, is the only one I would watch again.
Should we give it a 6? Should we meet in the middle?
Yeah, give it a 6. That seems fair.
All right, let's give it a 6. Let me pull up the rankings where everything is.
Because then I did a full list of my favorite to least favorite so far.
Okay.
And I think it's pretty controversial.
Oh, controversial.
So my favorite to least favorite goes Fast 5, Fast and Furious. So the fourth one. Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious 6, Tokyo Drift, and then The Fast and the Furious.
So you put 1 at the very end.
I put it below 3. I'll admit it.
I put 3 at last for me.
Yeah.
Because I fucking hate him.
Yeah, the main
I
character.
hate him. What's his name?
I don't know.
I think his actor's name is Lucas Black. I don't know why I remember that. Probably from my fucking dumb intro that I made.
But you get, what was his name? Twinkie? Little Bow Wow? Twink, yeah.
Where the fuck is the ratings at?
What, Suki? Was that her name? No. I'm thinking of something else I watched. What the fuck was her name?
Suki.
Was it Suki? I thought so.
That sounds right.
And then,
Okay.
and then Han.
We're giving Fast and Furious 6 a 6.
Yep.
6 out of 10. So that means we gave Too Fast, Too Furious a higher score than this.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, that was a 6.5.
Okay.
Okay, so now that I have the scores written up,
Well, I put 2 above 6.
well, now that your scores are written up, let's see if they align with our scores.
Okay.
So go in order, and I'll say what's right.
All right. So what I have as top is 5.
5. Yep.
Then I have 4.
Yep.
Then I have 2.
Yep.
And then I have 6.
Yep.
And then I have 3. And then I have 1.
Yeah. Well, we tied 3 and 1 in a score.
That's fair.
Dude, but so literally,
So we're on the same page.
we're on the same page. So
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 1, 4 out of 10. Too Fast, Too Furious, 6.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Tokyo Drift, 4 out of 10. Fast and Furious 4, 7.25. Fast 5, 7.5.
Okay.
And then Fast 6 out of 10.
I'm very secure in those ratings.
We still have 4 more movies.
Oh my God.
Furious 7, Fate of the Furious, F9, and Hobbs and Shaw.
And then probably whatever comes after that.
So I think Hobbs and Shaw happens after F9, and then it goes into FX.
Okay.
So I think Hobbs and Shaw is going to be like a Tokyo Drift situation where it's,
I think it's just a
spin-off?
spin-off. Yeah.
because I think it's Fast and Furious Presents.
But I hope all of you listeners stick with us for that and remember to use the hashtag.
Yeah, Moist Boys Go Fast.
Get us in the next movie.
I would love to be in the next movie as an extra. I would love to get The Rock or Vin Diesel in here so we could talk Fast and Furious.
Get all
It'd be
the dirty details.
It'd be so funny to hear the behind the scenes. It'd be so funny to read fan fiction to him.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I wrote like a love triangle. Can I read it to you?
Between you two and Han.
Who's the big spoon? We'd love to know, but thanks for listening. That was our review of Fast and the Furious 6 Moist and the Monday 6. Tune in next week when we do Furious 7.
Or Monday 7.
Monday 7. That's the worst one so far, probably. Monday 7.
Remember, there's a lot you can drink out there as long as it's Corona.
Family.